Today's Toy Spot is on the Mcfarlane Toys Napoleon Dynamite figures. We're looking today at Napoleon himself, Napoleon Dynamite. This is a limited run of figures that was released through Mcfarlane Toys. Sadly, only the first wave saw the light of day. There was supposedly a slated second wave. Unfortunately, they did not release it. They did not release it. I don't know why. For all the other figures they release, I can't figure out why they never released Napoleon Dynamite figure Wave 2. Oh well. Package-wise, looks very similar to the poster art of Napoleon Dynamite. Of course, we've got the Liger down below. If anyone was also wondering, Napoleon Dynamite is one of Spot's favorite movies of all time. Did you know that? It is. It is. Some of Napoleon's very crude drawings up at the corner there. Down below, of course, there he is right there, Napoleon Dynamite, looking as clueless as ever. Sweet. One other thing that's cool about these particular figures is that they have sound. They all have sound phrases actually pulled right from the movie. On the front, we've got this. Now, I don't know if Spot should be doing impressions. It says, "This one gang kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with bow staff. Freaking idiot! Gosh!" Those are one of the many delightful things. And of course, he will likely say it a lot better than this guy did. But those are some of the catchphrases that you will get with this figure. Not to burst any of your bubbles though, as indicated up at the top, I'm sure you can't see it, but it says batteries not included. We'll get into that obviously when we get the package opened up. Speaking of which, on the back of the package, the film figures that you can get, we'll zoom in. Don't worry, we'll zoom in. You can get yourself Napoleon Dynamite in prom suit. That's a fantastic figure. We've got Kip. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get into that in a second too. Napoleon, right there. Down below, Napoleon with tetherball champ. And down below, of course, he's got to be there, Pedro, right there. You can also get a 12-inch Napoleon Dynamite, which, as much as I like Napoleon Dynamite, I never did pick up the 12-inch. It pretty much was just a larger scale to the smaller Napoleon Dynamite 6-inch figure. But you can go to www.spawn.com to see all of Mcfarlane Toys, including, of course, these sweet figures. But that is packaging aside. I'm going to take myself a small break. I'm going to get this out of the package, and when we come back, we're going to have a better look at Napoleon Dynamite. Stay tuned, guys. There's certainly more to come. Sweet! And the accessories that you'll get with Napoleon Dynamite, we'll zoom in first. One of the things you'll get is the little tiny wrestler from the beginning of the movie, where Napoleon gets to the back of the bus, has a little string, drops out the back. First the kid, of course, says, "What are you going to do today, Napoleon?" "Whatever I feel like, God." He has a little string. He drops the wrestler outside the bus. Hilarity ensues. I don't know, the wrestler, I don't want to nitpick. For such a small piece, I really don't want to nitpick. But it seems to me like the proportions of this wrestler are way off. It seems to me like more of it. I thought the wrestler itself was a little chunkier. Of course, he had a string. This wrestler doesn't have anything. It almost looks like he's got articulation in the shoulders, but it could just be the way he was put together. But he does come with that. Really doesn't serve a purpose for this kind of for the Napoleon that we have here, but it's nice that they included it. Napoleon Dynamite also includes a very small tape recorder. You can see like even the ear cushions are on the headset. All things considered, pretty cool. Not so much cool. I guess it's cool that they included it. If I can grab onto it. Napoleon Dynamite also comes with a little tiny cassette. Look how small that cassette is. There's my thumb. There's the cassette. It's incredibly, incredibly small. Now, you would automatically probably start asking yourself, Spot, I'm sure you could probably put it in the cassette recorder. No, you can't. The cassette recorder is one solid piece. You can't do squat with it. So then your next question would be, well, why would they even include it? They included it so that you would have something to lose. Now, you could probably just have it sitting on the display stand. I would likely not do that. I'm probably going to immediately put it into the bag, into my little baggie, the moment I finish reviewing this guy. Because yes, this little tiny piece, this little piece you see right here, will get lost. It will get lost along with Tiffany's from the Bride of Chucky's box set, Tiffany's cigarette, the puzzle box that came with the NECA Cult Classics Hellraiser. The list goes on of small things that Spot has lost during the span of reviewing things on YouTube here. I'll put that down there. Now, we can actually take the cassette recorder. You'll see on Napoleon's Dynamite's leg, we'll just zoom in for a second. There is a hole in his leg. You could have stored his tots in there, I'm sure, as you could have as well, but what you can do is take the small tape recorder, and there is a little plug on the back side here, and we're just actually going to plug it into place. Just like so. Give it a little finessing, and there you have Napoleon Dynamite with his little cassette recorder. If I zoom back, there we go. Now what we can do is take the headset, we're just going to mount it onto his, let's see if I can do this without, there we go. Just like that. And there you have Napoleon Dynamite. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, there's more. There's more. We'll zoom first to the details. All things considered, for an older figure, the face sculpt on Napoleon here is fantastic. I would almost say it's some of Mcfarlane Toys' best work. Definitely looks like John Heater. You can even see that his eyes are closed. He's really involved in his dance number. By the way, this is depicted from the end of the movie. This was Pedro's performance. The girl had, what was it, helping hands. Pedro had squat, so his friend Napoleon jumped in, turned up the volume, and broke out in a sweet dance beat. You can see that he is wearing his Vote for Pedro shirt. What a guy, eh? I have a Vote for Pedro shirt. I wear it all the time. Maybe not all the time, but I really should wear it more than what I do. You can also see Napoleon Dynamite's jeans going on there. Quasi jeans. I'm sure they're like thrift store jeans. And of course the token space boots Napoleon has worn throughout the movie. Oh, there's a watch on his wrist. What time is it, Napoleon? What time is it? It's time that Spot focused his camera. What do we got there? No. Can I get it on camera? Looks to me like 7:50. Is that right? 7:50? Let's see. No, 2:50. 2:50. We're spending too much time on this guy's wristwatch. But the details I am just indicating are all there. Very nice looking figure. He of course comes with a display base. Very similar artwork as well to the poster. It's got that same kind of crest on the front, Napoleon Dynamite, right across the front there. On the undersiding is where you put the batteries. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, in the package end, there was no batteries that came included with this. Many people would then scoff and say, really, they can't even have included batteries? And you know what? I'm going to be the type that says I'm all right with the fact that they didn't include batteries, being that this is an older figure. This figure is, what, 2007 or so? Had there been batteries in there, you always run the risk of an unopened figure, those batteries inside rusting. And as much as Spot doesn't want to admit it, I have several figures, I can think of a few Treehouse of Horror box sets, that the batteries inside have rusted the mechanics and they don't work anymore because I kept them sealed. If there was any argument to be made, sometimes keeping a figure sealed is not necessarily always the best means. There's a little peg hole on the bottom of his space boot. You can peg him into place. And right just there, I mean, as it stands right there, you have a pretty neat looking display. He is really rocking it out. Now there is a button on the bottom here, or on the top really, of the display stand. You press it, Napoleon does say several phrases from the movie, so we'll press it once.
This one gang kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
As you can see, as you can already see, a lot better than the really lame impression Spot did.
God! Freaking idiot! This one gang kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff. God! Freaking idiot!
So it would appear that there's 3 phrases that come with each figure, or at least in this figure. Which isn't all that bad. Unfortunately, the downside is it takes triple A's. Really? Could we not have done double A's? Double A's are so readily available. It's like running water, but no, we have to go with triple A's. But triple A's do go down below. You can clearly hear.
This one gang kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
You can clearly hear that the speaker is very loud. So, despite the fact that, you know, for such a small bass, it still emits a pretty loud phrase. Oh, and also 2005, if anybody was wondering, 2005. Take Napoleon off for a second. And in the way of Napoleon's articulation, now sadly, because this is a Mcfarlane Toys after all, it's not really going to have a lot. It's not going to have a lot at all. He does have a rotation in the waist, or in the head. Not all the way, that would kill him. But you can turn it ever so slightly. Maybe that would be a better pose for him. His arms don't have any sort of articulation. They look like they could, but it's just the seam of his t-shirt. His arms do rotate though. Nothing in this hand. In this hand, the arm rotates at the shoulder. And there looks to be maybe articulation in the wrist. Could just be the way it was installed. No articulation in the waist. And some articulation in the boots. Not really a lot. It's there. You feel happier with your boot curling in, you could do that. It could go out either way. Doesn't really matter. But I really like this figure quite a bit. I don't know why I waited as long as I did to review these. But definitely one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of my favorite figures. Today's Toy Spot. Oh, by the way, we'll of course have to give this guy a rating, right? Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Mcfarlane Toys Napoleon Dynamite figure. And I am going to give him, even though he doesn't have any articulation really to speak of, Napoleon is going to he's totally going to get an 8.5. Sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.